Welcome to Gavin's Home Kitchen, and today I'm cooking a rich, creamy lasagna. It's a family favourite here. I can't wait to show you how to make it. So let's get cooking. For our meat sauce, melt 2 tablespoons of butter. Once melted, add 4 pieces of streaky bacon that has been diced. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes, then add 2 tablespoons of garlic paste. Allow this to cook for a further minute to cook out some of the rawness of the garlic. Next we add 1 diced onion, 1 diced carrot and 2 stalks of diced celery and cook for about 4 to 6 minutes. Next add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and allow to cook for 1 minute to cook out the rawness of the paste. Next add half a cup of red wine and cook until the red wine has fully evaporated. Add salt and pepper to your taste. Add 1 teaspoon of dried thyme and 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary. Optional, but you can grate in half a nutmeg. Add 500 grams of beef mince and allow it to brown. This should usually take between 5 and 7 minutes. Once our meat is browned, add 1 vegetable stock cube, 1 can of diced tomatoes, and a 700 gram bottle of passata. Add 2 bay leaves. Once this is all combined, place the lid on our sauce and let it simmer for about 40 to 45 minutes, stirring occasionally. So now we've got our Bolognese sauce made. It's time to make our bechamel. So I've got 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of flour, 500 mils of milk, some salt and pepper and some nutmeg. Basically keep your butter and your flour same ratio, so 50 grams, and your milk 10 times that, so 500 mils. Of course, this way it makes it easy if you want to scale up your recipe to make, say, a double batch or triple batch. It's easy then. So we start off on a low heat and we add our butter and let that melt. Basically wanting to make a roux with this butter and flour. Once our butter's melted, we add our flour and we whisk it in until it's all combined. Give it a moment to cook the flour taste out a little bit. We then add our 500 mils of milk, add the whole lot. Give it a whisk till it's all combined and we've got rid of the lumps. Add some cracked pepper, some salt, and grate in some nutmeg. Continue whisking so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and it will usually take about 5 minutes for it to be ready. We're looking for a nice thickish consistency. You'll know that this is ready when you run your whisk through and you can actually see the trail from the whisk swirling around in it. So, yeah, that is ready. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to remove this off the heat and put it aside for a moment. Whisk. Pop that over here for the moment. So now I'm ready to put this all together. Got my handy lasagna dish here. So we start with a little bit of our Bolognese sauce. Pops a bit in the bottom. give it a spread around. We're just going to layer this up bit by bit. So we can just top it with a little bit of mozzarella as well, just a very little bit. And I've just got these store-bought lasagna sheets. You can blanch them in water if you want, but why make more work when it will come out just as nice? Put that over, 1 and 2. Top it with some more sauce. A little bit of our cheese. Grate some of our parmesan over the top. Just a little bit. I'm just going to give our sauce a bit of a stir. Yum. I'm just going to drop drops over it, like so. Only needs a few tablespoons worth. There's lots of layers to this one. And then we're going to continue. So. And then once we've got it up to this point, and it's looking absolutely beautiful, we're just going to grate some more of our parmesan over the top. Oh, this is going to be sensational. Can't wait to give it a taste. You don't need to add mozzarella on the top of this, just the parmesan. And you can just use packet Parmesan cheese as well. I just got this one, had it to use up, so why not? So our pasta is now ready. What we're going to do, we're going to cover it with some foil. Preheated the oven to 200 degrees already. We're going to cover it in foil, put it in for about 30 minutes, remove it, take the foil off, and then bake it for about another 15 minutes. So I've just taken it out of the oven and it looks fantastic. Don't cut into it straight away. Always let it rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing worse than taking it straight out of the oven, cutting it, and it ends up a dog's breakfast. So we're going to leave this for about 15 minutes. So I've given this about 10 to 15 minutes to rest. Now it's time to plate it up and have a taste. Oh yeah. That is looking good. I'm just going to take a little piece. Pop a finger on top just to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. Oh, a bit of extra cheese. That's okay. Yum. Now only one thing to do, and that's to give this a taste. Now, you can grate some parmesan over the top if you like. I'm not going to worry about it for this one because there's plenty of cheese in it. That looks amazing. Nice and soft. It didn't fall apart when I took it out of the pan. Oh, that's got tons of flavour. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's definitely delicious. So this has been another Gavin's Home Kitchen recipe. Hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you cook it for your family. Tastes sensational. Also, if you've got any leftover pasta sauce, check out my shorts. I'll have one on what to do with leftover Bolognese sauce, a really awesome little toasted sandwich that you can make. So check that one out. Until next time, enjoy your food.